Have you ever asked yourself what is important about college and why are we spending most of our time here in school? Other people's parents graduated from high school, received a college degree, and have a good career because they had an easier life. Well, every family has a different story to tell. Because my parents' past is a little different than others, it changes the way I look at things today. Many students were born here in the US, making school in this country a lot easier for them. Well, as for me, I was born in Tokyo, Japan. Being born out of the country is cool, but that means my family had to work a lot harder to come here to the United States. When my parents were little, their living environment was different than mine and many of ours today. Starting at the age of 10, my mom and her siblings had already worked to raise money and support their family. And as for my dad and his brother, they were doing the same. In China, they had to pay even to attend to elementary school. Imagine if we had to pay for our school since elementary, and how hard it would be for many of us to pay it off. If you look at the education here in America, compare that to China, we have it easy. Working hard since they were children until now and having children of their own, my parents worked hard to bring us here to America. They did this for us, not them. Because my parents had rough life in the past, they do everything they can to give us the best, to make sure we don't have to grow up in the same conditions they lived through. Everything we have, we owe it to them. My parents stopped their education in 7th grade. Not many of my parents' generation were able to afford high school because of the condition they lived in. Listening to my parents' stories from the past is incredible because I look at things a lot different than others do. My parents have done so much for us to have a better future because they do not want us living like they did. As their child, I think the one thing I can do for them in return is to do well in school and receive my college degree. Even though being the first generation in my family to graduate and trying to do well in school can be stressful, I have to look at my parents' past because they had it a lot harder than I do. Even though today I struggle with little things like not having as good of an English level as others do because I learned it on my own, I still try my best. Every day I am thankful to be here in America and have 12 free years of education. Without the help of my parents, my siblings and I would not have had what we have today and the good environment we live in now.